Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mellowcast, the official podcast for the Twitch team, the Mellow Fellows. And today with me, the one who was born in a coconut but smells like a pineapple, Teknoslade86.
You're really going to lead with that, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going?
I had to. I was like, how am I going to introduce you? And I was like, wait. He has a name in the Discord. Let's use that instead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alex gave me that name.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the perfect introduction. I'm down for this. So how you doing, Tech?
I'm good. Been not sleeping like usual, but, kids, streaming, all sorts of things keeping me awake.
Mainly the kids, right?
Yeah, mainly the kids.
Yeah, because I remember a while back, I think it was at the beginning of this year, that you stopped your streak, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years of streaming every single day. And then I decided I should take a day off once a week, spend time with the kids and the wife and whatnot.
So was it really your decision, or was it the wife's decision to stop the stream or the streak?
Dude, do we really want to know the? It was my wife. Come on.
It wasn't. I wanted to keep streaming. She said, "I need some more daddy time."
Hey, I mean, maybe.
Oh, that's why the kids keep you up at night, right?
Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But that's good. 2 years in a row of consistent daily streams. Like how did that happen? Why did it happen? Was it just something that you just wanted to do, or just something that just happened?
It kind of just happened, and then I was like, you know what, we're gonna roll with it, because I had done almost like a month and a half of just streaming every day because I had nothing better to do. So then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a goal to stream for a year, every day for a year. So I took a couple days off and then started from day one. And then that year rolled around, and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going until my wife says something. And then 6 months passed. She's like, I thought it was only supposed to be a year. Well, I mean, now we're shooting for 2 years since you didn't say anything.
It's always the wife is just, silently told you not to go further than a year, right? I told you that. I know I did. And you're like, no, you never told me that.
Listen, my wife knows I don't pick up on subtlety in any sort of way.
I think most men don't really pick up on small little hints like that, but that's fine. That's just how we're built, right? I think we're wired that way. There you go.
Yes, the wiring, the coding.
Yes, the genetic code of men. Oh man, so what was your mindset really going through that first year of just streaming every day? Was it more of a pain? Did it become just a chore after a while? Did you enjoy it, or did it become natural after a certain point?
It was really natural for me, because in my head I was just like, well, I was gonna be playing video games anyway. Let's just throw on the stream. So it just was, why not have the computer running while I'm playing my games?
I mean, sure. I mean, I play a lot of games offline, and I'm like, should I stream? Nah, no, I'm fine. But I mean, that's great that you can keep up something that long. I can barely keep up something longer than 3 days. So, I mean, good for you. good
yeah,
for
I mean,
you.
there were the times where it was rough, like when I'd be sick, or something would come up,
Right.
and so I'd be like, you know what, guys, today's just gonna be a short one because I want to make sure I hit my mark still.
Okay.
And it was also, the only other times were kind of difficult were when I went to TwitchCon 2018, 2019, because I'm like, I'm in a hotel. This is gonna suck.
Yeah, streamers everywhere. That you could just pop in somebody else's stream like, hey, what's up? I streamed for the day, right? Does that count?
Yeah. So what I ended up doing was just like hopping on in the morning before the convention opened, just playing Binding of Isaac on my shitty laptop, and it was like, "Hi,
Hey,
we're here to chat. You want to know about the con? We'll talk about the con, but we got the game in the background."
yeah. I mean, that's kind of what streaming is nowadays, right?
Exactly.
The game's not the priority anymore. It's more about you and the streamers and the interaction, right?
Yeah, for the most part, you do get a lot of the people that come in and are like, "Oh, what's this about? How do you do this? Why'd you do this?" But for the most part, it's just everyone just coming in to shoot the shit.
That's good. I mean, most of the time it's like that. You got your nice little regulars that come in to hang out and shoot the shit, and then you get some people that really just want to be there for the game and love the game, etc.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's good. That's good. So, what do you primarily stream then? You talked about Binding of Isaac, right? But is that your main game? Is that something?
So yeah, no. Lately, I've been doing a lot of Skyrim again. I'm doing a modded playthrough at the moment.
Nice.
Where I'm trying to collect every single item for a museum.
Okay.
There's 3,000 plus displays for the museum.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, well, I mean that's every set of armor, every weapon, every possible item you could think of, every gem, everything.
Interesting.
And then I've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die because I've been having a lot of fun with that.
Oh, that's good. Tell me more about that.
7 Days to Die, zombies, base building. The thing I like about it, as opposed to some other base building games, is the fact that there is a mechanic where every 7 days a horde comes after you.
Okay.
So it comes to the point where you either got to figure out how to overpower or outsmart the zombies. And I'm more on the how can I outsmart them?
Interesting.
And so force their AI to do what I want and make it easier.
And how's that been so far?
Pretty good. I actually started a series that I've been recording on Sundays called One Life to Live, where if I die, I'm deleting the save.
Oh. Is that your own personal challenge, or is that?
Yeah, it's my own personal challenge. See how far I can get with the game's default settings.
No mods, no anything.
I've made it. I have a sorting mod, to make it so I can sort inventory faster.
Right.
And some UI mods, but nothing to make the game harder, easier, anything like that.
Okay, cool.
And then I've made it 2 weeks so far, and I've actually started uploading those to YouTube, which are some of my first YouTube videos.
Where would we be able to find your YouTube at?
You can find me on all social medias at Teknoslade86.
Oh, Teknoslade86, everyone. Remember that, all right? Bookmark
But yeah. So I've been uploading it as episodic. Every day is an episode, and a day in games like an hour.
Okay, that's actually kind of nice that they do that. Like a day is either 30 minutes or an hour in real time, but in game it's a full day.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes it so much easier to track and record and do what you need to do.
Yeah, and like a lot of times I spend the nights hiding. I don't want to say hiding, but like doing base upgrades or stuff like that. Stuff where it's not really smart to be roaming. So I'm like, well, people don't need to watch me sort my inventory for 15 minutes, so I'll cut it there. And anybody in the stream, we can shoot the shit and do whatnot. But
okay.
And then, as you know, I
I
DM D&D on Saturdays.
Do I really know?
Do you really know?
Yeah, every Saturday.
Monk.
Yeah, every Saturday, you, me, and a couple other weirdos, we play this thing called Dungeons and Dragons, where we all pretend to be wonderful warriors of Neverwinter or wherever, Waterdeep, right?
Waterdeep right now.
Yeah, Waterdeep, and we try to save the world from devastation like Pokemon. But
yeah, or you just murder everybody you come across,
or we just murder literally everybody. Not us. Well, you know, we have friends that do it for us, and we're typically called the murder hobos now. We were called the Mighty 7.5, but now we're the murder hobos.
And you were also known as the Send Them In There Squad.
Oh yeah, the Send Them In There Squad. Yeah, that man, that was a long time ago. That was literally us for the first campaign. Was all right, just send them in there. All right, they're good, cool, thanks. So tell me a little bit more about the your adventures on Saturdays with us.
So yeah, I forgot before we started playing how nerve-wracking a DM can be.
Go on.
I have to plan for every possible scenario and wing a lot of it.
Oh boy.
I'm like, oh hey, yeah, you guys are gonna. I know my party. They're gonna go here. Wait, no, they didn't go there. Oh crap. Yeah. Okay, what am I gonna do?
It's a lot of improv, I believe. Is what yeah.
And not to mention, there's times like, hey, who's this guy? Well, I don't have a. Oh God, who is this guy? Let me make him up on the spot.
I can only imagine the pain that we all have to put you through to be able to think on your feet like that. Like, it must be fun, but I mean, at the same time, it must be also hard.
It is a good mental exercise, and I do have a lot of fun with it. But at the end of our sessions, I'm like, I could take a nap. I'm just mentally drained. I can't think anymore. But no, I got more stream to do. No, we'll take care of the nap later.
Yeah, we'll nap on stream. That's fine, you know. Technically, you need a nap. No.
Just let me play something mindless. We'll be fine.
It's the same thing, you know. Playing 7 Days to Die. Just I'm just gonna knock out this rock here and then sleep.
Well, see, that's the thing with my two series. I play 7 Days to Die with a bunch of people. But then I play, my solo series, and I'm playing them completely differently.
Interesting.
With everybody, I'm like, okay, everyone's relying on me to survive. I need to build a base that's gonna withstand the horde. My solo series, I'm like, what building can I turn into a base? And I'm gonna go loot and fight zombies all day.
That's fair. Seems like a tough little challenge to do that, but it's also fun too because you're kind of also improvising at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And with the higher level you get and the less you die, the harder the game gets. They send harder, more difficult zombies at you.
Do you actually have to kill the zombies, or could you just let them, stick around?
Horde. Okay, on Horde nights, they know where you are and they come for you.
Okay.
They charge you. The bases I've built, I technically, if I put a wall in front of me where I couldn't shoot them, they would still just run in a circle over and over again and never hit me. I could make it an AFK base. But Horde Night's also the greatest time to get experience to level up because zombies just come to you.
That's true. Yeah, that is so true. Makes it so convenient. Super convenient.
Yeah, your first hordes by yourself, it's like, oh, you had to kill like 20, 30 zombies. It ends in like 2 hours, 3 hours in game. After the first couple weeks, it's like, yeah, it's 4 a.m. Why are they still coming at me? 4 a.m. is when night ends in that game. So it's like, the horde's over. Stop showing up.
But yeah, they're just piling, and they really want, that coconut that you got brewing in there somewhere.
Oh, well, I mean, they got all sorts of zombies too, man. It's like jumping zombies that spit at you.
Oh no.
Giant armored. No, I don't want to say giant. They're like, if a regular zombie is 6 foot tall, we're talking like a 7-8 foot tall zombie, covered in armor and C4.
Oh.
And if you shoot his little green button, or if a zombie hits his little green button, he decides he needs to explode.
That must be so fun.
Oh yeah, especially when it's like, oh, he just destroyed half my horde base. Oh, I'm gonna have to spend a week fixing this. I might have it fixed by the time next horde rolls around. Great.
Yeah, it sounds like a great game actually. I think I picked it up a couple weeks ago, and I might just dive into it just one day and see if I enjoy it, because I've been getting more into survival-esque games now, and but I'm still more into the whole space thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I love space. Anything sci-fi is just my thing. But yeah. So besides 7 Days to Die and D&D, what else do you normally do? Whether it be outside of Twitch, on Twitch, in between Twitch.
Honestly, when I'm not streaming and playing video games, I'm just spending a lot of time with my kids. Especially with the quarantine thing, they've been home a lot more because school ended months earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So my oldest one, I got to get her, like, right now it's summer, so we don't make her do it every day, but 3 days a week we still have her do schoolwork. So I try to keep her on top of that.
Okay.
And then I got one that's turning 4 next month, and a 1-year-old, so it's just chasing my kids around all day.
Must be fun being a stream dad and all. Trying to,
Yeah, I got lucky that my wife's let me try for this.
That's good. That's actually good to have that nice support, backing you up and being able to provide, kind of this shell of I guess safety.
Yeah,
that's good though.
I mean, I do a part-time job on the side from home.
That's good.
That pays for my bills. So
that's what counts.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it pays for anything I need to spend, then my wife kind of catches the rest.
Right.
But yeah, it's been fun. It's been cool.
Like, so how long have you been streaming now?
I've been streaming coming up on 4 years.
Nice. And then 2 of those were consistent every day. Oh man, I think the longest streak I've had was 34 days in a row streaming. And I took one.
That's still an achievement.
It is, but still, I'm looking at you and Alex, and I'm like, man, this is nothing compared to everybody else.
If my wife did not say anything, I'd probably still be going on the streak, just because I'd be like, oh, I'm playing video games anyway.
Now, so when you stream now, right? Are you mentally thinking about, where are you taking the stream at? Are you taking the stream in a particular path? Or you want to go play a particular game, or like where do you see your stream going?
I try to just play what makes me happy, as far as that goes. Because if I'm not having fun, no one's going to enjoy it. So there are definitely times where I'm like, oh, this game does better than this game does better than this, or worse, whatever. But but I had fun. I don't care. I just want people to come, hang out, chill. And I'm constantly thinking, what can I do to make it better?
Right.
I've rebranded like 3 times.
Oh, do tell.
Well, I just kind of started as me, and then I started doing my like Deathstroke Slade persona, just with the pineapple head, because that came out because everyone just started calling me the Pineapple Man when they found out I live in Hawaii. So I was like, okay, well, there we go.
Fair.
And then I was just like thinking more and more about it. I was like, you know what? I could use a little mascot besides, my persona. So that's where one of our teammates, Sanguine Jackal, I was like, I want to make, an animal mascot. One of the predominant animals in Hawaii is a mongoose. So let's make him a mongoose. and she just ran with it. So she made a two-toned mongoose with the same kind of color scheme as Deathstroke, half black, half. Wait, she made it like brown and orange, which was still. I was like, that works.
Yeah.
But and put my hat, because I'm always wearing a hat. She put that hat on him.
So about the hat, are you ever gonna take it off?
I can take it off. I've had people go, "You're bald," and then I take my hat off and undo the knot in my hair. I'm like, there you go, and I have shoulder length, thick hair.
Yeah, like I remember one time seeing your hair. I was like, dude, that is glory, because you don't get to see it on stream because you're always wearing the hat. And I remember watching your stream when I first met you when you came on the team years ago, right? To now, I noticed the beard just it started around the face, and then it's not at the face anymore.
No, so for a while, I've always kept facial hair of some sort. It was either a goatee or a trimmed beard, but after TwitchCon last year, I just went, fuck it, let it grow. We'll see where it goes from there. Now, my wife had always said, you ever go full mountain man, I'm shaving you in your sleep. That hasn't happened yet. So I'm wondering what she means by full mountain man now.
I mean probably beard all the way to like your belly button,
But I told her, yeah, I'm gonna let it grow out. I'm just gonna let it grow. And the next thing I know, she comes home with beard oil, shampoo, and conditioner for it. I'm like, okay.
Convenient.
Right.
So does she like the beard, or she wants it trimmed, or
she doesn't mind the beard. The only thing is like, keep the mustache trimmed. I'm like, yeah, that's not a big deal. But like when we were first dating, like I clean shaved once, and she's like, never do it again.
Oh.
She's like, because unless you're going to clean shave every day, stubble sucks, and I hate you for it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, a lot of women don't like the stubble. I mean, some do. I don't know that they're weird, but those that do love the stubble, good on you. I personally don't like the stubble myself, so I can only imagine how most women feel with a man with a clean shaven face. But yeah, I need to keep the beard because my face over time gets really dry and itchy, and the beard oil actually helps with hydration and all that.
Yeah, so, yeah, I definitely understand that.
Like I it's funny, when I first started growing the beard, I never did anything. I just let it grow, and I would go to the barbershop and take care of it. And I was always trying to figure out why my face is so itchy and so dry. And then I talked to a friend who's a longtime beard grower, and he kind of gave me tips and tricks on how to take care of the beard. And once I started putting a beard oil and was it a beard balm, right? I think that's what it's called. Yeah. My skin just felt phenomenal with a beard. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's definitely the oil that I needed.
Yeah, I've been using oils and balms, and sometimes like a beard butter.
Ooh.
Which it's like a balm, but more lotiony.
Okay, so what do you normally like? Is there name brand beard balm, or is there like?
No, I kind of just whatever I find at Target.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I would recommend a good one. Would be Smooth Viking.
Okay.
Yeah, Smooth Viking beard care. They kind of have this kit. It's a small kit. Sometimes they come with a comb. It comes with a wooden comb, a brush, and some other things with beard oil as well. And oh my god, the beard oil's amazing. I've had this thing for, I want to say almost 2 years now, and it's still maybe under half. It's a big bottle, but
okay.
A couple drops, you're good.
Yeah, because the bottle I get at Target, it's like it's tiny. I mean, it still lasts me a while because full drops, right. But it lasts me like 2 months, maybe.
That's good. I mean, hey man, if you're using as much as me, because I don't really use it every day, right? I usually use it like every other day or every
About the
couple
same,
days. Yeah. And this one lasts so long. Sometimes I forget to use it sometimes. But even if you forget, it's so hydrating on the skin that you don't really need to use it every day. But I like to be safe, especially on my skin. Especially on my skin.
I gotta try to manage mine a little bit more because it's starting to get curly because my hair is naturally curly. So I'm like, I gotta try to figure out a way to get it to stay straighter. Less poofing and more falling.
So what I realized is that if you I don't know if you have a like a clipper or clippers at home or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you just use like the clippers itself with nothing on it, or you actually use a 2 or 3 depending on how big you want to keep it. Going straight down and not going against the grain actually keeps it straight.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you could just go from the side of your sideburns or whatever, and then just kind of straight down, but not like in it. You'll be able to straighten it out over time, and to get those like curly hairs on the side. I always have that issue with my beard, but over learning and trial and error, because I've screwed up my beard a few times.
Oh, I'm sure that's one reason why I've been avoiding it, because I'm like, I know I'm going to cut a lot of it off if I do this, because it's going to look weird and I'm going to have to fix it.
You gotta have a very steady, gentle hand and be very patient. That's all I have to say. But yeah, going to the side and just going straight down, kind of just to shape it, give it that shape, and then over time it'll start growing in that way. And the more you brush it, the more you apply the oil. Also, hair dryer as well. I don't know if you like using hair dryers or hair dryers.
I've never really used a hair dryer, though there's plenty in the house.
Yeah, it works.
What I've been trying to use, because my wife got it for me for Christmas, but I haven't found a lot of success with it yet, is a like a heated comb. It's one of those ones you plug in, like girls use straighteners, except for it's a comb that you can just brush your beard with.
I saw that. I completely forgot about that, actually. Thanks for reminding me.
I haven't had a lot of luck with it. I'm wondering though if it's because I do it when I'm like still like soon after the shower, and maybe it's because it's still wet, and it's like nah, you gotta do it when it's dry.
Yeah, a little dry.
I probably gotta do that.
Yeah, a little drier would help. But also, like I said, using the clipper, just barely graze it down, but kind of just going down. I kind of want to do like a tutorial, because there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube, but there aren't really many good ones out there. Like a lot of them like tell you to go against the grain. I'm like, no, I don't like that look. It looks very patchy if you go against the grain, and I'm like, nah, no. Like my barber today, for example. This is the first time I've ever been to this barber shop. It's down the road. Really good barber. But when I told him to don't go against the grain, he went against the grain and took a little bit more off than usual with a 2. And now my beard is not as bushy, but it's almost not skin tight, but just a little off from skin tight.
I gotcha.
And I was a little upset, but he made up for it, and he cleaned it up. He made it look a little sharp. But
that's good though.
Yeah, but don't go against the grain. It's really bad. It is very bad. It really changes up the look of the beard going up as opposed to going down. I don't know why, but it's just beards.
Right. I've had one for how long, and I still don't know what I'm doing with them.
I mean, I know people who've had them for years, and they just I just let it grow. I'm like, you see what had happened was.
Well, and it wasn't like, because I always like clippers, before and go. I'd go, yeah, like a 2 or no, even shorter, maybe like a 4,
Okay.
and just have it, nice, clean, trim. And then all of a sudden I start getting lazy and then screw it. Let's just let it grow.
Yeah, it's kind of what happened with me during lockdown. I just said screw it. I'm gonna let everything grow out, and I let my hair grow out and my beard, and everything was just not up to par. Kind of one of the main reasons why I haven't used a webcam in such a long time. So, but eventually,
oh, that's why, huh? Not the fact that you like to sit around with your pants off.
Listen, all right, 95% of streamers on Twitch are not wearing pants. Okay, and those that are, they're doing something wrong. Right?
I mean, I'm wearing pajamas half the time, so.
Well, I'm usually wearing boxers, sometimes shorts, but even then, I just like that comfortable, free feeling. You ever just want to feel that way?
I've been a stay-at-home dad for so long. I have more pajama pants than I have pants.
All right, what's your favorite? What's your favorite out of the bunch?
Ooh.
No, these are the real questions.
I like soft, like cotton ones, right?
Okay.
That are just not tight on the legs, just hang, and they're not hot.
Yes, that is primary. If I have to feel fresh and cool, unless it's in the winter, then maybe you'll throw on some sweats, but even then,
but I don't experience winter.
Yeah, same. Like,
although I mean, in winter time here, nights can get like low 50s. That's about it.
Yeah, like here, I think the lowest was 22 Fahrenheit. But that was like early morning one time, and it quickly went up to 75 during the day. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's Florida weather for you. It's cold in the morning.
I am very familiar with Florida weather.
Really?
I went to college in Florida.
Oh, which one?
I went to Full Sail.
Ah, interesting. So are you so you live in Hawaii, right?
Yes.
Were you born and raised there?
No, I was born and raised I was born in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Lived there until I was 12, moved to Hawaii.
Okay.
And then did middle school and high school in Hawaii, college in Florida, and then I'm back in Hawaii.
So what made you go to Florida for college and not stay in Hawaii?
One, I wanted to get away, be out on my own. Two, Full Sail was one of the colleges that I was looking into that taught computer animation. So I actually do have a degree in computer animation.
Nice. All right, so
I use it, but
I need a couple animations done for my stream, and I needed them yesterday.
I was an environment artist. Okay,
even better. All right,
that was it was everyone's like, "Why are you an environment artist?" I was like, "Well, people are like, oh, I'm a sculptor. I make characters. Oh, I'm technical. I make the things to make shit move and whatnot." And I'm like, I have a god complex. You live in the world I create.
This is my world, and you're gonna live in it. I don't want to. I don't care. It is mine. I see. So is this why you like being or you like playing D&D and being a DM? Is because
no, I just actually really enjoy D&D because I got the bug. Like a lot of people in this generation who've never played from watching Critical Role.
So your love for D&D has been recent then?
Yeah, recent as in
like a couple years.
Yeah, a couple years. I actually started watching Critical Role from like episode 20 in their first campaign.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
When they had like 1,000, 2,000 viewer counts.
Right.
And now episode 100 of second campaign comes back after the COVID break, and they have 110,000 people in there.
Yeah, just super casual. Like, hey guys, we're back. It's been what 3 months. So episode 100, and I went in there and I watched it, and it was incredible because like they were all super happy to be,
I think that's why I like it. Yeah, it's because, well, yeah, they're great storytellers and whatnot, but you could tell they're having fun and having fun with each other.
Yep, just grown people acting like children, but it's wonderful. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's a wonderful experience to watch. If you guys never watch Critical Role, these guys are professional voice actors and actors as well. And like the product that they put out there is inspiring to all of us, but it also sets the standard for D&D campaigns and sessions really high.
Yeah, Matt Mercer, amazing DM. So everyone expects their first game to be like, so you're like Matt Mercer, right? And you're like, no, I'm not. No. And I know I'm nowhere near that level. I just try to do my thing.
I mean, every DM is different, There's no one DM that is alike, and it shouldn't be like that, because every DM should have their own uniqueness to them, right? And I mean, you're doing a great job with us. I mean, you're my first ever campaign / DM, person. So, and then like I don't really have much to go off, but
I kept you hooked in the game.
You kept me in there. I mean, not gonna lie, like the first couple sessions, I was sitting there debating if I wanted to continue this, and I was talking with a couple of our group members, and I was like, I don't know, and then all of a sudden I said, you know what, let me give it a shot, let me sink in, and then hopefully the role playing will take over, and that's kind of what happened.
I think that's what I realized about it too when I was playing. I was like, fighting and outsmarting the DM or the players, if you're the DM, can be fun, but it's the role play.
It's definitely the role play. For example, we have a goblin killing on site the hunter ranger / fighter who has internal issues with life itself,
right? Yeah.
We have freaking, what was it, Risen is a rogue.
Rogue
who's prior military and has his military past, but just doesn't accept anybody or anything except for us, which is very weird for him, but he still accepts it. And then you have me, who I'm just the local drunk that's
who likes eating ass,
who likes eating ass, and and is actually
money stolen.
And who is actually the wisest of us all.
Right.
I'm probably the second smartest in terms of wisdom, I'm the highest. Because we have a wizard that is a Warforged wizard, by the way.
But wizards are intelligence.
But yeah, they're intelligence, but I'm just wise. And to think about it, Warforged wizard. If you guys don't know what a Warforged is, we call him Click Clank, because he basically, think of a robot, but with how can we explain that? It's like a robot with like almost real life skin, but not.
It's biomechanical.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better
living metal.
Yeah. So, but we call him Clink Clank because he always fails his stealth checks, and he's always making us in trouble.
Well, yeah, your cleric doesn't help that much either.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Decided to go with the heaviest armor, so he rolls and it's like, oh, did you roll that at disadvantage? No, oh, we'll roll again.
Roll again. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah. Our party is a couple of misfits, but we make it work sometimes. Well, most of us do more than others because mostly everybody's taking a nap during our fights. Not because they're dead or anything, but because, you know, other things happen and you're just like, ugh. So, and we somehow pull out every time, and you know, we've been in some sticky situations. It's been fun. So
there was the one situation.
Yeah, that's
where
why I said
you guys could have all been dead.
That's why I said sticky situation.
fair.
We ended up in web sacks, and yeah, we almost died.
Impregnated with spiders.
Oh, that was a great time. That was a great roleplay episode.
To vomit.
Yeah, so if you guys are definitely interested in watching or experiencing D&D with us Misfits, it's every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Our DM here is Teknoslade, and we have 6-7 other folks that come out, and we
got 6 players and myself.
Yeah, so we kind of just go out there and we act a fool, and I drink beer and say beer, and then I go punch things, even though it's whiskey. And I know it's whiskey, but it's beer. It's always gonna be beer, and that's the beauty of D&D, right? Is you create these characters that you can portray anybody you want. You can be anybody you want, and yeah, you know, like you know, almost do anything you want to, and that's why I love D&D now, especially watching Critical Role over time. It's been a fun experience. You know, I get more into D&D, you know, every so often. I'm like, we need to have 4 days a week of D&D.
Right? Like, I can't do it. I can't plan that much.
We need 4 days a week of D&D, and then there are days I'm like, you know what, we can skip the next month, right? I mean, it is taxing, you know.
It is. Even as players, it's taxing because you guys got to keep your own notes. I try to keep some notes for you guys as well, but it's like, yeah, you talk to that guy. You should know.
You should know. I'm like, and then it's funny. Sometimes I'm just like, you know, we talked to the other dude and we did the thing and I said the thing, and then they're like, how does he know? Because I don't take any notes, by the way. I let everybody else take notes, and I know or somebody's taking notes. And I'm just the monk that punches things and drinks beer all day. So why do I have to remember things for them? And it's kind of funny that I remember a lot of this stuff, while meanwhile everybody else is like, how does he remember that? Wasn't he drunk? Right. Wasn't he drunk out of his mind? Yes,
hey. Street smarts, man. Street smarts.
There you go. See, a lot of people don't understand that, especially in D&D.
And that's how I differentiate wisdom and
intelligence.
Intelligence is book smarts.
Book smart.
Wisdom is street smarts.
Exactly. And we have some very intelligent folks in the group. And then we have some non-very intelligent folks who just want to kill everything in sight with no diplomatic solutions.
There was a few times where I'm like, man, if they kill this, like the last session with the Fishman, I was like, they kill this guy, they're gonna lose out on a cool item, but we're gonna see what they do.
I'm so glad we didn't, because I ended up with a cool hood. So that's gonna be my persona.
Have you looked at the picture of the hood?
Yeah,
it looks pretty cool.
It that blue robe with the gold trimming, and
it looks like the back end of a manta ray at the bottom of it. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so cool. I'm like, this is a very fitting item for me too. Because I'm just the very quick guy that just does monk shit. Is what we say. I do monk shit, so why not? Why can't I swim fast?
Yeah, monks. parkour masters. Fucking
we defy the laws of everything because we are monks.
wait, you're gonna run up a 50-foot wall? Yes.
Yeah, and
Okay. Yeah, it happens.
while throwing a spear, while shooting arrows, and kicking you in the face 3 times like Goku, you know. I mean, you know, like I said, D&D is just a great experience if you've never actually played it before. You know, like if you're looking for, you know, a great fantasy kind of adventure, but it's all role play, definitely try D&D. You know, because it definitely will change your life. You know, the more you play, the more you get into it. You kind of just get sucked into it, and it's a sucker, all right.
Especially once you start doing like personal character arcs, because Rizdan's on a mission right now.
Oh yeah,
he's like, I need to kill this fucker. I need
Yeah.
to kill him.
yeah, and hopefully we do. I mean, who knows? Who knows what'll happen from now until then? You know,
Well,
and
I know how close you guys are.
I mean, yeah, you know, because you're the DM, but we don't know as characters. I mean, maybe as players, but not as characters. You know. And that's the fun part. It's like, all right, how close are we? Are we there yet? Are we almost done with the campaign? Probably not. I don't know. Like, there's so many questions, and nobody knows the answer within the game, of course. But I mean, we all know the answer.
I'm curious. I'm curious though how far we'll get in the campaign, if we'll actually finish it, or if one day I'll be like, okay, yeah,
yeah, just
because we've done many sessions in this new campaign. And you guys are on the 3rd floor of 23.
Whew. Yeah, we got a long way to go. And that's the thing about D&D is it takes a long time. I think it took us almost a year for our first campaign.
No,
it was 9 months.
Something like that.
Because we started in March, I want to say, and then we finished around like Christmas or a little after, right?
Yeah, we weren't doing weekly, and
yeah,
we were trying to do weekly, but there was times where we took like a little bit here and a little bit there.
Yeah, we all needed a break, especially me.
Well, and then I was like, well, I can't do this weekend. I'm going to TwitchCon.
Right.
And someone's like, I can't do this weekend because of family. And we're like, all right. And the holidays came up, so people had family shit to do. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, just, you know, normal people things to do. And that's fair because that's what we are.
Yeah, I'd say we probably did like 25, 30 sessions.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's about
to go from level 1 to level 5.
Jesus Christ, the way you say it too is like from level 1 to 5. You're like, oh, we didn't do much,
but you did do a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, you know. But then again, we do have fights where they last like 6 hours sometimes.
Yeah, they like a fight that. The entire session is just that fight.
Yep. All right.
But then you get the shopping episodes where it's like, I want to go around and do this. Well, while we're following you around, what are you guys doing? Well, I want to go around and do this.
Yeah,
okay.
We call those the role playing episodes, and those are really fun too because all of us act up, you know, in a certain way, you know, and we all bring in something to the story. Like for example, like, you know, the fight tournaments we have, you know, people like to join that. You know,
yeah, put me on the spot. Is there another fight tournament?
There could be.
Yeah, sure. Let me whip up like 3 character sheets real quick.
Don't you just love that? Just on the spot, like, yeah, totally. Hold up, yeah, give me 5 minutes. There'll definitely be a fight right now. And then you have Serum, who runs around and wants to buy all the nice nature things or whatever she does. Or candy. Yes, definitely. Then you got Rizdan, who's always looking for a nice score. And then you have Leon, who's, I don't know, what does he do during those role playing episodes?
Right now, he's been, if he's not doing quests for the Emerald Enclave. He's been trying to. He wants a way where he can get sharpshooter feat without using, without losing ability score thing.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know about that one. It's going to be ridiculously expensive, and it's going to take a long time.
That's fair, and you know, knowing the timeline that we're running on, it probably won't even happen. You'll probably already hit 20 by the time that happens, anyways. More than likely.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be times where I've been working on some things where you guys aren't always down below.
That's fair.
So there might be time where it's like, yeah, I need you to go across the continent and go find this shit. You guys will be gone for 3 months. But then at that point, you guys haven't been gone down into the dungeons anymore. So it's going to be like, oh yeah, while you were gone,
things happen
down there.
Yeah, things happen. So you good luck. You're just like, what? Oh, gotta love D&D, man. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I definitely have been having a lot of fun with it. I do want to find a game to be a player, though.
Well, I think Risen is trying.
I know he's working on his
one shot,
but I want to find a long term campaign to be a player.
Fair. That's fair. So what are the differences in you know, being an actual player as opposed to being a DM?
Well, so the player, you know, you are you, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You do your thing. As far as roleplay goes, the DM, I am the general store owner, the innkeeper, the big bat. I'm everyone, so I have to keep everyone's personalities different but interesting.
Right. Now, is that challenging to do, especially for all of us, you know?
I find myself slipping into the same voices over and over again, and I got to try to get out of that habit. But I try to be... I could just say, yeah, he says this, yeah, he says that, but that's not fun.
It's dry, you know.
Yeah. So I tried to role play different characters. What I should do is, I gotta find it, but Critical Role back in the day had a show called Signal Boost.
Okay.
When they were on Geek and Sundry, and when Liam was signal boosting on the show, he was talking about, and this is why I got to go look at the episode again, where you could learn accents and dialects, you know, like a website that has them, so you could practice them.
That's actually interesting. I kind of want to learn that too. Seems very useful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because he was also saying, you know, as role playing, it's nice too. But if you're looking to, he was talking about in general, like if you want to get into voice acting.
Yes, definitely.
Practice. Just talk.
Just like we're doing now, but you know, with different accents and dialects. I would love to do that. I mean, people say I would be a great voice actor, but I don't know about that.
I don't know. I've always thought you had a face for radio.
Really interesting. You don't say, huh?
Nah, you're a lovely human being.
Totally have a face for radio, guys. I got this. It's all good. So you have a schedule that you typically try to follow on Twitch. I say typically because I know people have, you know, things that they have to take care of, but you know.
Yeah. So for the most part, Monday, or not Monday. Right now, Mondays have been taking off. That's the day. I spend the most time with my kids, especially since my wife has to she usually stays out at my grandma's house that night.
Okay.
So I was like, someone needs to put the kids to bed. Okay, Mondays. I'm taking Mondays off. But like Tuesday through Friday, I try to start around 6 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Sometimes I get to start earlier, but that's where I try to start. And I'll usually end about 11 p.m. except for Fridays. I'll go as late as I want.
Right.
And then Saturdays, at the latest, I'll start when we start D&D, which would be 2 p.m. for me. But I usually try to get a couple hours in beforehand, unless I'm prepping for D&D.
That's fair. That's fair. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
And now with recording my One Life to Live series on 7 Days to Die, Sundays, I've been starting at about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. ish. And I stream a full week in game. So I can record a full week's worth of content for YouTube.
So and that's on Hawaii Standard Time, right?
Yes,
okay.
Hawaii Standard Time. So yeah,
six hours behind EST, and then 7 hours.
Behind.
Yeah, San Diego or West Coast.
Yeah,
except for daylight saving times, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Because now I'm trying to use, Sundays after I finish stream, I go straight into chopping up the video and editing it and getting it ready for YouTube.
How's that been?
Well, because it's been a hot minute since I've done editing. Right now, I'm not doing anything crazy. Okay. I'm just basically kind of like uploading a VOD with an end card and whatnot.
Okay.
But it's still splitting it up. But if I have, the computer decided to die on me or I need to take a break, I cut that stuff out.
Oh, okay. Like, cutting out the dead space.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Good stuff. So any final words you have, any tips, any advice you wanna give to our viewers, that are listening to this? Anything final words?
I mean, if you're looking into getting into streaming, YouTube, whatnot, have fun with it. If you're not having fun, no one's gonna find it entertaining, unless you're trying to do like a rage channel, I guess. But if people can tell when you're just going through the motions and not enjoying yourself. So I mean, try to be happy. People, especially in these times, people want happy,
Mm-hmm.
So,
definitely.
And I know social media is a big thing. I need to get a lot better at it. I'm lacking, but sometimes just post a post. It doesn't even have to be about your stream. Just let people know how your day is going. Just let people get to know you, and views will come eventually.
I'm just gonna tweet at you now after the podcast. Like, I feel great, Techno. How are you doing today? That's gonna be my Twitter post.
Today kind of sucked. No, I was doing this annoying podcast with this guy.
Same, I know, right? Just sitting here, gotta talk to somebody for about an hour of my life, and I could be playing games. Gross. I mean, oh yeah. Oh, hey, Techno, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Well, I do appreciate you hanging out with me for the last about hour or so of your time. I know you've got kids to take care of, and D&D to prepare for us tonight.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I do appreciate your time. It was fun, man. I mean, definitely if you find yourself wanting to come back, let me know. We can get you back on the show, and no problem.
Yeah, of course, Ben. It's been a blast. Had fun.
Oh yeah.
Me. I'm always around.
Yeah, especially for D&D. It's
D&D.
D&D. D&D. Anyway, so
yeah.
Thank you guys again for hanging out with us. It's been a pleasure. If you guys want to watch Techno, which I highly recommend you guys do, wonderful individual, you can go ahead and find him on twitch.tv/Teknoslade95.5/7, but Teknoslade86, of course. And you basically find him anywhere using Teknoslade86. He's on everything with Teknoslade86. But yeah, you guys have been great. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.